I was really short, really skinny, had like long, wavy hair. Some kids, sometimes they called me Justina, Justine, stuff like that. It was a terrible experience for the most part. When I started playing sports, I got size, started working out, cut my hair finally. So, I think that starts like a cyclical cycle. People just getting bullied, and when they get in a position to bully people, they take advantage of it, even though they know that it makes me feel terrible. There was one person in particular, because I was basically the starting wide receiver. He was about third, fourth string. He lacked the natural physical ability, but he tried to compensate in effort, but it just never turned into like a finished product. So constantly I just say you're weak, you shouldn't even be here, you shouldn't even be playing, like you can't even catch the ball, like you're slow. And if I would have just showed him like, this is how you run this drill, put your hands up like this to catch the ball, this is how you run the route. But instead of doing that, I would just talk mess about him. People didn't intervene when I was bullying the lesser wide receiver on the team because of the fact that, I was a star player. So, they feel that, that basically that if they told me, probably I wouldn't have understand. But especially if it was the coach telling that it would have gave me a long speech about this, it definitely would have made me think about it. And once I would have thought about it, I would have made the connection to my earlier instances of bullying and why I'm bullying now. We've all grew up, and we all had our growing pains situations, or even like prolonged periods to where we're, at the bottom of the barrel. And for people to think that they can't approach anyone to offer suggestions, especially when something negative is occurring, is just, just wrong, basically, because we're all open to change. We all can change, and if something is negatively occurring, that to not speak up against it is just a terrible thing.